Age doesn't necessarily matter when it comes to love for these Hollywood romances. Actor Dennis Quaid and PhD student Laura Savoy tied the knot 2020. Married actors Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas share the same birthday, September 25th, to 25th years apart.
Some say age is just a number, and we say it applies to heights too, because there sure are some major height discrepancies among these Hollywood elite. And now we're diving into another fascinating facet of famous duos. But when you get a look at the numbers, we think you'll be more fascinated than you thought. It is also a good way to connect to the fans. And also the talk show hosts use the opportunity to get to know juicy stories about the celebrities. The job of a talk show host can be tricky, as they have to get coral famous people, and also stick to the schedule. At the time he used to be high on crack and heroin. And I was with a stranger and the stranger had peed the bed, or I had peed the bed. Someone had peed the bed. Gary Busey was banned from The Howard Stern Show. The actor Gary Busey tried to wrestle with the host of the talk show. Gary Busey's answer was just as shocking as his behavior. NBC promised him Jay Leno's place when his contract expired in 2009. In an attempt to keep Leno to themselves, NBC gave him his own show. Well, then make a better fucking movie. Jay Stewart is correct to give me kicking. Often talking over Leno and his other guests, Gene Siskel and Robert Ebert, that he'd shitted in his house. Kathy Griffin's been banned from pretty much every show, night or day, and posting a fake photo of beheaded President Donald Trump. She was also not welcome on the Ellen DeGeneres show after she claimed DeGeneres had a mean streak and didn't support women. But this was part of the joke. While many assumed it had something to do with Letterman's humor, Oprah joke at the 1995 Oscars, Letterman told Stewart that Winfrey hated him because he once made her pay for his lunch. Madonna and we've never really seen eye to eye. There was a bread roll throwing incident in London in the mid-90s. There was an incident at a hotel in the south of France. There's been an incident involving a pub owned by her recently departed husband, Guy Ritchie, when my brother was the manager. In the mid-80s, however, things soured between Rivers and NBC. Don't show any pictures of his ex-wife, Camille Grammer Meyer. So, Kelsey Grammer saw a photo of his ex-wife Camille in the open of our show and legged it. While listing Fox's resume credits, Kimmel finished with, and most harrowing of all, Star Jones as bridesmaid. You might be astonished to learn that some of these famous people were actually escorts before they rose to fame. Is often considered as the first and original blonde bombshell. From modeling, Monroe gradually transitioned to acting. However, and there were rumors that Monroe used to hang out with these influential men sometimes for even $500 per day. However, he got the first role when he was late to an interview with the gay soap star, Tom Messina, and do other house cleaning stuff for a room. Al Pacino. Al Pacino and his movies The Godfather, Scarface, have earned him a lot of reputation. Pacino didn't have a house earlier and often couldn't enjoy a good meal. Pacino lived in Sicily, Italy. Pacino told the New York Post, by the time Pacino made it back to the United States, Denise Richards was a sex bomb in the 1990s. But before her success in Hollywood, she was an escort who worked for Heidi Fliss. It is no coincidence that Charlie Sheen was one of Heidi Fliss' best customers, ended up in a relationship with Richards. Number 6. Raquel Welch. She was known as Raquel Tejada before to becoming Raquel Welch. Welch was making a very good name for herself as an escort. However, it did work, but not how Danza hoped. Merv Griffin used to often put him in bizarre situations. For example, he had to get almost naked for various parties and functions. However, Joan Collins had to jump through a lot of hurdles. At one point, she was so frustrated that she turned into an escort. There were also rumors floating around that she was getting paid quite well for her services by King Fahd of Saudi Arabia. Number 9. Anderton is not the only model who has been pegged. It is widely reported that many models partake in this activity